Hi, I'm Adam Kunzmiller with RPG Geek at Gen Con 2016, and I'm joined here by Evan Newton with Trapdoor Technologies, and we're here to take a look at Playbook for Pathfinder.
All right.
So what is Playbook for Pathfinder?
Pathfinder, or Playbook for Pathfinder, is an app for playing Pathfinder at the table. So unlike what's available out there right now, a lot of VTTs, a lot of apps that do one thing, this is the end-to-end experience. It handles tools for GMs, it handles tools for players, and it has all of your books inside the app so you can refer to them easily.
All right, well, take us through it here. We've got a copy running on this.
Absolutely. So a little bit of background. Trapdoor Technologies started as a fantasy book publisher. So we originally had an app for displaying books on your iPad. So you could flip through pages, just like iBooks or Amazon Kindle, something familiar to everybody. But the way that we lay out the books is that we make them linked so that you can tap back and forth between rule books. If you have hard to look up rules or anything like that, it's easy to find. And we also make all the text searchable. So a old standard rule that everybody needs to search for is grapple.
Grappling, sure.
So it makes it super easy to find it in the rule book where you're looking. So if you're a GM, we have features for being able to send messages back and forth, create parties. You can get your get your players and their characters hooked up. You can send messages back and forth. Once you do that, then you create the adventure. And this is an instance of the master copy. So you would create this book, then you'd have bookmarks and annotations specific to this adventure. Again, you can flip pages, but in this case, you can pull out a tracking tool that has encounter information, all your monsters, stat blocks available. On the right, you have all of your players with their characters there for your reference if you need to. You also are able to pull out a map panel and refer to the maps. You can share maps and materials with your players as they play.
So each player would have their device, and you'd be able to send this thing to that player and so forth.
Exactly. And it's great for those secret messages kind of thing because maybe sometimes you have a pickpocket or one of those rogue characters. I'm one of them who likes to go run ahead and sneak stuff out of the chest before anybody knows. So it's great for that. And then finally, on the character side, we have a couple of different ways to roll up characters right now. We have the standard creation, which is your step-by-step, roll your race, your class, etc. Simple creation is answer 6 questions and we'll generate a character based on...
a starting point, exactly. You tweak it from there.
Yeah, especially great for people who don't necessarily know all the rules yet. And we're working on a third way, the quick build. This is where pre-gens will be created. If you want to create like a fast character, like I want a level 5 dwarf, go. And it'll just generate that for me. So our character sheet is a widget-based modular format. So you can scroll back and forth, and all the information is organized into these boxes. You can tap on anything for more information. It's all editable, so if you change like an ability score, it'll change all the dependent checks.
It'll carry over through to everything.
Yeah. You can do a pinch motion, and now you can rearrange
play around with how the modules are organized.
Yep. And save it for different layouts for combat or role play or whatever. And it may be kind of tough to see, but you can also turn the app sideways in portrait mode and see the traditional character sheet view.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So what other tools?
Let's actually see if I can lift that up. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, so you can print it out and email it, export it out as you like. Yeah, it's a pretty cool little feature. So there are a lot of little details. It's been a labor of love for 2 years, although we just released the Pathfinder version 2 months ago. So now we're working as hard as we can to get as much content in there. Anybody who already owns Pathfinder content with Paizo, we're working on an API integration so that any materials that they've bought with Paizo will show up in the app as well. And that is coming around September, October timeframe.
And what systems is this available on?
Currently, we are only available on Pathfinder. We do have a 5th edition compatible version that we're working on, but that hasn't hit the market yet.
Great. And what devices is it available on?
Currently only iPad, and the main reason for that is because iPad is the easiest to develop for. But by early 2017, we're hoping to have it on Android and web.
And it's out now. Just go to the
on the App Store.
App Store?
To the App Store, and it's available to download.
Great. And are there plans to have entire module, like campaign modules and things in here as well? Or?
Yes, we're planning on having everything, Paizo's entire library in there. We also are going to be creating a feature for supporting homebrew campaigns, custom maps, monsters, treasure. You can publish your own stuff through the app. The tools are, for access to the app, it's $2 a month, $20 a year. We price it hoping that it's really affordable for people.
And would every player who has a device need to maintain their own subscription? How's that work?
Yes, every player for an account would need to maintain a subscription.
Great. Well, thank you, Evan, for showing us Playbook.
Yeah, absolutely.